intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on their runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFB, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there, ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Return starts from inside 5. The Nittany Lions offense gets on the field first today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk, and that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be where the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play fake, looking to throw. Sides with the throw.
This is why running the football is so important. Run the ball, go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
Nice tackle, only after picking up a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Send the back in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Right down the middle, it's Willis. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Offense will set up on first and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He dumps it off to the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end will bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Catch made by the tight end. He's tackled quickly. The yardage is good enough for the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7. Looking to chuck it again. It's Clay. Brought down. The completion moves ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Design quarterback run. Touchdown. Is they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Buffaloes offense out there for their first possession. Let's check the impact players in this game, guys. Who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass here on second down. For the receiver. Tackle up at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. They'll try a pass here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Oh, he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. First down and 10.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. Important second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. He's stopped just short of that first down mark, inches away from it. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, it's big and touchdown. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back, get the first down on this third and short, and see what you can do from here.
Breaks into the clear. The tackle. Touchdown, Buffaloes. As they fight back here in this playoff game. That's a test of toughness and a test of will in the remaining one matchup.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. So it makes them one of the top backs in the country.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They stop on the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. We scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Look out, room to run here. And it'll be smoothed right at the line for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So a very makeable third down for the offense at the 29. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up third down. Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. No third backs are going to make a return here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. It's a good one. They get him down. Now gets plus 38. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. So the call is on first and 10. It's a shotgun run call.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back and going to test the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings brings up fourth down. And the Buffaloes will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He makes the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buffaloes moving quickly down the field here. First down. He's going to throw the football. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. The Buffaloes bring up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Walker brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
He fights into the end zone. Touchdown.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to move it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's talking about the 23 solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another first and 10. The back's got it. He's past the marker and still got it. That game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And now the handoff. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
On first and 10, look at a throw. Checks this down to the running back. Bring him down after a short gain there. Completion makes it second and short. Hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potentially going to run.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. And so Colorado has the lead. The first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And finally stop and block. That game is good for a first and goal. And the Nittany Lions hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And it's picked off in the end zone. Then after a short return back, the pick sets up his offense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. And the defense come up with answers this time. As they first down and more. Moves the ball out across the field. It's good for a first down. Running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. It's loose at the 45. And now get a big gain to the 42.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the mascot. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Incompletion makes it second and short. The shotgun handoff here. The Buffalo pick up the ball to get a first down there.
Good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback drops back. Takes it for the catch. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Buffalo are going to cash in here in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down. He does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize in any play call that is properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Buffaloes getting set on first and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on the screen. Looking for the end zone, has a lead. Touchdown. Strong game by this quarterback. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly. Widen the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They had it go on the last drive, and it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The shotgun running play. Picks up the force, looking for more. He makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Looks right for a quick completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but still early in this game, never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit it bigger.
The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. Ball near midfield. No running team. The offense is going for it. Running play called on fourth down. They get him at the 42. A
These are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the second down play. Keeping it on the ground here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. What a catch! That'll play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass to. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Nittany Lions looking to run some tempo here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The defense swarms him in the backfield. They have nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
From the shotgun to hand off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to 47.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the Buffaloes lining up here on first and 10. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep his drive moving.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Buffaloes are getting cash in the red zone.
Chris, it's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set, he's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again, getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. This is his third touchdown. Give the offensive line a wide front. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show what he can do with that space.
Hey, knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. And they get the completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
That's real good. It's Willis. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd for the half. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Timeout call by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. Gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. They're going to run it here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
Scoops out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. The thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and 1st down.
The offense goes 5 wide in the backfield. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. They make the tackle, but the offense has a 1st down now at the 21.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a 1st half beat down to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And there's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Nittany Lions will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This league has been picking a really good momentum, and the defense can make adjustments up at the safety. And Gabe moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He put him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. And the Buffaloes will line up on 1st and 10.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets him up first down at the 33. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Shotgun formation, use an inside handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
And there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. 3rd and short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going?
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and get some positive yards.
He made the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Clean to the inside. Tackle at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in. An excellent run. And the Buffaloes come to the line with 1st and goal.
Thank you. And my favorite thing is definitely because he's so possible. And it's awesome.
They'll try to run this one in. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. It's an easy job for the play caller. They can't stop the running back. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. As a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to 16. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Deep shot to the left side. And it's all downfield. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense railing after a a huge explosive play. So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. Quick throw tested in the middle. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Drive stays alive with a conversion for a first down. Offense getting set. It's second down.
They do think they can get it, can't fit it. And I was hoping you might have started there looking yesterday to 8 months or two.
QB bootlegs here. The ball is caught. They bring him down short of the end zone. This will set up a first and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. First and goal, handoff. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. Okay, now it's second and goal from the line. They're going to score with a run to the right. He fights in for the score. Touchdown. Penn State.
How about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team is going to kick it away.
And what I want to hear right now is you've got the dress. This is one of my runs.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. Mixed the run and pass, kept the defense off balance and moved to a touchdown. Good throw, catch made. They bring him down, but it's a solid gain on the play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's strong run defense. Not much of a game on the play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. Man, this fullback really seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone. The first half of 17. The Buffaloes with first and 10 here.
But we got still on the inside, some of those for the last few weeks, so I'm in trouble, so that's no sense to you.
Handoff from the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Military stun.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. End zone ahead. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. He's running out of time here. Catch made on the left side. Explosive. Takes him maybe to 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball. The whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. That last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Now it's 2nd down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback. Finding his receiver just dragging underneath cover.
Looking to pick up the 1st down from the air. It's incomplete. There is an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the return will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive. It started at 28. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to run, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. QB decides to keep it here. He's found some room with the powerful running into the secondary. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. So for Colorado, that's the lead. You played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. offense getting set. Second down play here. Completion with the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Willis. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23. And the Nittany Lions are on the move here. And looking to throw down on first down. He escapes the pocket. And the senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. The Nittany Lions looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And now the defense able to bring him down. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Interesting decision to go with the screen pass here in the fourth quarter. Trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short game.
They started for a 2-yard lead to bring up fourth down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter, a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Getting set. Your second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
The defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Snags a quick throw. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. The Buffaloes line up with first and 10. Looking for a man. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Moves up third down.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players. Get them out of here healthy. Run the football and get out with a win.
This pass is caught, and the game just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Back to throw again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Here they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The misfire at first down makes it second and 10 from the 46. He's back to throw again on second and 10. Looking to scramble. And he chased the ball outside of the first sack. So here comes third and long. Trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult.
You tell me one thing that I got to do is
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Pressure is coming. They got him again. He's like a statue back there. And the Buffaloes will bring their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time.
After the ceasefire, they said, really, for the try. And as we were in Germany that match, I never looked at the seven deep. It's what they so look. Fight for our country as we get too big.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of hitting the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line.
He's got a big challenge from there.
Here's the handoff. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day of this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First and 10.
So I said, man,
Wants to throw it.
8 hours a day, 6 days
Quick throw to his
to get
receiver.
in.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Brought down after a short return. But the interception gives the offense the football from a 40.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
I can test the win on the defense, but get nothing. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. An inside give now from the shotgun. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. The course of the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W-3 performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Transition.
There's no need to do it. Yes, everything correct. There's a rough way to fix it. Are you Jewish? No. Then how come they call you rabbi? Isn't rabbi a Jewish priest? But you know, a game softball, there's a cost. So it's the same in football. You get it on your desk. You'll need a proof of that. See, when you're truly with a boy, it had the same thing happen to him. What happened to you? You got traded? What? In baseball. That's what my daddy said. I got